Hey guys, how are we doing today? Okay, I got a lot of questions from you guys, and thank you so much for that. Before I get into the questions, I'm just going to dive into what you guys are watching on screen. It's just a fast-forwarded clip of me doing chinchompas, trying to get a little bit of range XP, get some range level. Range X. Oh my god, I'm a failure, guys. Sorry. Some Hunter XP, because I do need a Hunter requirement for the quest Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf, which I need if I'm going to start to get this dragon pickaxe. So, getting into it, and by the way, what you may see me doing is I'm also chopping down a yew tree for some strange reason. It's because there is a small intermediate time where all the traps are active and nothing is happening, and because I am inspired by no XP waste, I like to chop the tree down in the meantime, carve them into yew longbows yew, and then alch the yew longbows, and I make a little profit off that. I don't know, it's just something to do to keep me busy so I'm not just standing there. Okay, getting into the questions now. I'm going to start off with a couple, just before I get into it, the fact that you guys left me a lot of questions. Thank you for that. Finally, by the way, I've always wanted that. You guys never did that. I don't know why. It's only when I started to read off a couple of questions is when you guys started to give me more. So that was good to hear. 1. Age. What is my age? I am currently 14 years old. What? I am currently 14 years old, and my birthday is January 28th. So 10 more days, I will be 15. What do I do for work / school? What do I do for work / school? I'm currently in school, that is true, and I do actually have an IRL job. Now, it doesn't really make much money, and it's not like an actual job, but I'm actually something called a parkour professional or practitioner. And if you don't know what parkour is, I highly recommend you go ahead and YouTube that, because it's definitely something to watch. But parkour is pretty much a sport, and I give lessons on it, private lessons, and I teach a class of it. Okay, moving on to that. Where do I see myself in 10 years? In real life and RuneScape. I really like your question. I don't know who wrote that. I don't have YouTube open at the moment, so I'm sorry you can't have a shout out. You have a personal feeling if you ask that question. I really like your question, though. Where do I see myself in 10 years? In 10 years, I'm currently, let's round it off to 15. By the time I'm 25, I really do hope to have my life dream of becoming a SWAT officer. My life dream in life, my dream job is to be in SWAT, police. So hopefully, when I'm 25 years old, I will be on the police team. And in RuneScape, I hope, in 10 years, to be with a comp cape. That'd be nice. Favorite skill. Okay, my favorite skill in RuneScape. That's a really good question. I'm not sure if it would be summoning or attack. So it's a combination between summoning or attack. Favorite RS item. My chaotic longsword. That was an easy one. Color. Red. Favorite. If I could have any car, what would it be? If I could have any car, I'm not going to just be like, Lamborghini, which would be the easy answer. Instead, what I'm going to say is, I want my first car to be a Porsche. I love Porsches. I love how they look. I love their speed. All that kind of stuff. Too bad they're too expensive for me because I grew up in a poor family. Any IRL weapon. If I could have any IRL weapon. Now, I'm not sure if your question means if I could have any like RS weapon in real life or if I could have any IRL weapon. If I could have any weapon from RuneScape in real life, definitely chaotic longsword. Why? If you compare a chaotic longsword to a steel longsword, the difference is incredible. So, and you would never catch someone who has a chaotic longsword using a steel sword. And IRL, a steel sword is beast. So, I want to know what the hell a chaotic longsword just feels like. Any IRL weapon? I'm actually a big sword collector, a big sword addict, and I love swords and knives and such. I'm not that crazy. I think a lot of people do, actually. And there is one sword in specific, I don't know the actual name. It's by Kit Ray. He's an amazing fantasy sword designer, and I've always wanted it, but it's like $100, and I'm not going to spend that much money on a sword. Any item in RS, but I can't sell it. What item would I have if I could have any item in RS, but I could not sell it? So that means, don't say party hat. That is a good question. Now, I want to say chaotic longsword, but it would degrade after a while, so I'm going to go ahead with DFS. Favorite place to be when I'm mad. That was a good question. I don't know why or how you thought of that question, but that's a good question. I'm going to say when I'm mad, there is this beautiful spot that I used to live near by my house, and it was in an area pretty far away, but I used to walk to it all the time because usually when I'm mad, I take long walks, but I don't do that anymore because I moved. But there was this one beautiful spot. It was all the way to myself, completely alone, and it was just me and this gigantic hill, practically like a mountain. And I used to go there whenever I was mad. It was a beautiful place to be. And then I decided I was going to take my girlfriend there, or at the moment, ex-girlfriend. And now when I think of the place, it kind of stresses me out. So, I can't go there anymore. So, yeah, I don't really have a place to be when I'm mad anymore. So I just kind of, I'm going to say RuneScape is the place I am when I'm mad. Favorite activity? Parkour. Parkour is definitely my favorite thing to do. If I could only do one thing for the rest of my life, I'd probably choose parkour because it's amazing, it's fun, it's a workout, it's my job, it's a way of life. Parkour is amazing, and I'm so glad I can be a part of it. Can I be expecting a parkour video soon? Yes, person, whoever said that, you can be expecting parkour video soon. And I'm preparing, I keep telling myself, Adam, make a parkour video, but for some reason, I just don't do it. I'm sorry, I'm a failure. I'm an absolute fail that I don't make parkour videos. I even have it saved in my note to do parkour in my next video, but for some freaking reason, I just don't get around to it. I need to bring my camera along more. And lastly, I just want to tell you guys off with I just finished all the questions that I got, but I'd like to tell you guys that I'm working on a very, very interesting IRL project. And I'm not going to actually tell you guys what it is, but it's going to be a surprise, but it should be ready, hopefully if all goes well, within next Monday IRL video. And since today is Saturday, it should be ready in around 2 days. So I'm not going to tell you guys what that is, but stay tuned in until Monday for a Monday IRL video, and you guys will see what I'm building. But I will give you a hint. I am creating a RuneScape prop. Now, I'm a huge fan of IRL RuneScape props, and I don't know why the hell Jagex is not making RuneScape props. I feel like if Jagex was making RuneScape props, that they would make so much more money in their company. Could you imagine being able to buy Karazi's sword for $150 in real life? Oh my god. That would be amazing, and Jagex would make so much money, and their fans would be happy. I mean, World of Warcraft did it. World of Warcraft made something called the Lich King's Sword. Now, I don't play World of Warcraft, but I admire their staff. That's cool. You know, not staff like magical stick. I mean staff like job people. Yeah, it's really cool that they took a game item, they made it IRL. I think if Jagex started to make actual items, like, picture this. Imagine if they made just five are all they need. Just 5 IRL God Swords. I'm positive they would all sell eventually for like $500 through $1,000. I'm serious. Now, you may be thinking, wow, that's a lot. But if you think about it, God Sword, yeah, it's expectable. But I'm positive at least 5 people out of the billions of people who do play RuneScape, at least 5 people would definitely buy it. Jagex, make IRL swords and stuff and sell them, please. Well, I guess that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day. Rate, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for Monday. Bye!